시민권 이제 신청서 N-400이라고 하죠. 인터뷰 이제 하게 될 때 이 N-400에 대해서 먼저 물어요. 거기에는 개인 본인의 인포메이션, 주소, 생년월일, 그리고 가족관계, 남편, 자녀, 그런 인포메이션과 직업, 그다음 여행을 5년간 여행을 했나 이런 질문이 있고, 또 범죄 기록에 관한 질문이 1번에서부터 30번까지 있어요. 그거를 하나하나 일일이 다 물어보니까 그걸 준비하시고, 그리고 31번에서부터 37번 그 7문제는 새로 업데이트된 거는 이제 그 미국 헌법을 준수할 것이냐, 그리고 이제 그 미국 시민이 됐을 때 귀화 선언서가 있어요. 거기에 이제 미국 시민으로서 충성과 의무를 다할 것인가, 그 oath of allegiance를 하게 돼 있거든요. 그것을 이해하는가에 대해서 그런 질문에는 예스로 대답하는 그 yes, no question 37문제가 나와요. 그래서 통역관을 데리고 가시는 분들은 문제가 없지만, 통역관을 데리고 가지 못하시는 분, 5년 이상부터 15년 미만까지의 그 시민권 준비하시는 분들은 이 비디오가, 이 영상이 많은 도움이 되길 바라서 한번 만들어 봤습니다. 그러면은 이거를 잘 숙지하시면 그 N-400에 나와 있는 인터뷰 내용은 무리 없게 합격하시고, 그리고 이제 시빅 테스트를 잘 준비하시고, 그리고 제가 또 다른 영상에서 만든 그 쓰기와 읽기를 잘 공부하시면 시민권 합격에 무리가 없으실 거예요. 자, 그러면 오늘 N-400에 나와 있는 37문제 시작해 볼까요?
1. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or any other way? 2. Have you ever registered to vote or voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? 3. Do you currently owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes in the United States? 4. Since you became a lawful permanent resident, have you called yourself a non-resident alien on a federal, state, or local tax return or decide not to file a tax return because you considered yourself to be a non-resident? 5.a. Been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any communist or totalitarian party anywhere in the world? 5.b. Advocated, supported and promoted any of the following, or been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any group anywhere in the world that advocated any of the following. Opposition to all organized government. World communism. The establishment in the United States of a totalitarian dictatorship. The overthrow by force of violence of other unconstitutional means of the government of the United States or all forms of law. The unlawful assaulting of killing of any officer or officers of the government of the United States or of any other organized government because of their official character. The unlawful damage, injury, or destruction of property, or sabotage. Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associate with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services of labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that? 6.a. Used a weapon or explosive with intent to harm another or cause damage to property? 6.b. Engaged, participated, in kidnapping, assassination, or hijacking or sabotage of an airplane, ship, vehicle, or other mode of transportation. 6.c. Threatened, attempted, tried, conspired, planned with others, prepared, planned, advocated for or incited, encouraged others to commit any of the acts listed in item numbers 6.a or 6.b. Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in any of the following? (7.a) torture, 7.b genocide, 7.c killing or trying to kill any person, 7.d intentionally and severely injuring or trying to injure any person, 7.f not letting someone practice their religion, 7.e any kind of sexual contact or activity with any person who did not consent, did not agree, or was unable to consent, could not agree, or was being forced or threatened by you or by someone else. 7.g causing harm or suffering to any person because of their race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion. 8.a have you ever served in, been a member of, assisted, helped, or participated in any military or police unit? 8.b have you ever served in, been a member of, assisted, helped, or participated in anti-armed group, a group that carries weapon, for example, paramilitary unit, a group of people who act like a military group but are not part of the official military, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, rebel group, or guerrilla group? 9. Have you ever worked, volunteered, or otherwise served in a place where people were detained, forced to stay, for example, a prison, jail, prison camp, a camp where prisoners of war or political prisoners are kept, detention facility, or labor camp, or have you ever direct or participated in an other activity that involved detaining people? 10.a were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person, or threatened to do so? 11. Have you ever sold, provided, or transported weapons, or assisted any person in selling, providing, or transporting weapons, which you knew or believed would be used against another person? 12. Have you ever received any weapons training, paramilitary training, or other military type training? 13. Have you ever recruited, asked, enlisted, signed up, conscripted, required to join, or used any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help an armed group, or attempted or worked with others to do so? 14. Have you ever used any person under 15 years of age to take part in hostilities or attempted or worked with others to do so? This could include participating in combat or providing services related to combat, such as serving as a messenger or transporting supplies. 15.a have you ever committed, agreed to commit, asked someone else to commit, helped commit, or tried to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? 15.b have you ever been arrested, cited, detained or confined by any law enforcement officer, military official, in the U.S. or elsewhere, or immigration official for any reason, or been charged with a crime of offense. 16. If you received a suspended sentence, were placed on probation, or were paroled, have you completed your suspended sentence, probation or parole? Have you ever? 17.a. Engaged in prostitution, attempted to procure or import or prostitutes or persons for the purpose of prostitution, or received any proceeds or money from prostitution. 17.b. Manufactured, cultivated, produced, distributed, sold, or smuggled, trafficked, any controlled substance, illegal drugs, narcotics, or drug paraphernalia in violation of any law or regulation of a U.S. state, the United States, or a foreign country. 17.c. Been married to more than one person at the same time. 17.d. Married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit. 17.e. Helped anyone to enter, or try to enter, the United States illegally. 17.f. Gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling. 17.g. Failed to support your dependents, pay child support, or to pay alimony, court-ordered financial support after divorce or separation. 17.h. Made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States. 18. Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading? 19. Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States? 20. Have you ever been placed in removal, rescission, or deportation proceeding? 21. Have you ever been removed or deported from the United States? 22.a. Are you a person born as a male who lived in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthdays? 23. Have you ever left the United States to avoid being drafted in the U.S. Armed Forces? 24. Have you ever applied for any kind of exemption from military service in the U.S. Armed Forces? 25. Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? 26.a to 29 questions are related to U.S. military services. 30.a. Do you now have, or did you ever have, a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country? 31. Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States? 32. Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States? 33. Are you unable to take the oath of allegiance because of a physical or developmental disability or mental impairment? 34. Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? 35. If the law requires it, Are you willing to bear arms, carry weapons, on behalf of the United States? (36) If the laws requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services, do something that does not include fighting in a war in the U.S. Armed Forces? (37) If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction, do non-military work that the U.S. government says is important to the country?